Hello everyone and Happy New Year! Welcome to another episode of Extinct Bricks Originals. We're going to leave 2020 with this LEGO compatible custom Extinct Bricks Irritator. But first of all, I'd like to thank youtube.com audio library for this awesome background music. And of course, please like, share, and subscribe, and also hit that notification button. Just click on the icons below. Thanks everyone! The Guess This PC contest winners will be announced at the end of the video, but first, here is how to join. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon and then click on the community link just to see all my posts. Brazil's national dinosaur. Anyway, let's move on to the making of the Irritator. The Irritator is actually made of several pieces, as you can see here in the kit bashing portion. I started off with the sculpting phase and then already moved on to the primering. I used Bosley number 68 gray for the primer. After the primer has been dried, I moved on with the base colors, which is this light gray blue color, and then I topped it out with this darker blue on the top. And then when it's already dried, I put on the underbelly with a lighter taupe color, and then moved on with the details such as this speckling on the sides and also the stripes on the tail. This is how it looks like so far. Several other details has been added and that actually completes the figure. And this is how it is. All I just need to do is put on the details on the eyes and that's about it. And now it's time for us to move on to Assembrix. You can do it and let's vault in. So hello everyone. So this figure actually contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 parts to it. Even though this is such a small figure, it actually has 9 parts to it, so it's really awesome. So let's connect the upper head with that of the lower jaw, and then let's connect with the neck part. Mike is helping me out to have the assembly. So far I've been busy and he was actually helpful doing this part of the video. Alright, so let's proceed. Let's add in the extremities. Let's go in with the left parts and then with the right parts. And we're almost done. Let's just connect the tail piece, the base part, and then of course the tip of the tail. And that completes the figure, my LEGO compatible custom Irritator. As always, thanks Mike for helping me out. Let's move on to the next portion of this video. This is the closer look. And for the closer look, EB here will be presenting the Irritator. And oops, he fell down. He's always like that. So this Irritator is actually based off from the photo that you see here. The artist who drew this picture is actually Raul Ramos, and I think he's such a talented artist, and his Irritator is quite cool, so I emulated it. EB will be back for some size comparisons, but for now, let us move on with the closer look. Let's examine the articulation of this Irritator. You can see that it can move its neck up and down, and it can be twisted. I mean, the head can be twisted. It can open its mouth like this up to this extent, and then of course close it. Shot. It can also move its tail in many different directions because it has 2 parts on it. The legs can be moved as well, and that of the arms too. On the top portion, you can see that there are actually 2x4 studs on its back. However, you cannot really use it because it has this sail on the top. You might recognize that the sail here is actually part of the Light Fury that I've shown in a toy review from a while back. Alright, so looking at the bottom part, you can see that it's colored grayish ochre. The entire body is actually colored blue with some speckles and also aquamarine speckles as well. The head has this little crest on top. Alright, so let's proceed with size comparisons. And of course, I will be bringing back here EB. So EB will be compared with the Irritator in terms of size. So comparing it with this photo above it, you can see that the actual size of the Irritator is just about the same or actual proportion as that of the minifigure. Okay, so thank you EB for your participation. Let us now compare the Irritator with some of the Spinosaurs that I have so far. So I made this baryonyx based off from the Jurassic World website, and I think it's a cool color as well. Comparing it with the Irritator, you can see that the Irritator is a little bit smaller than that of the baryonyx. Looking it from the top, you can see that the baryonyx is a lot more longer than that of the Irritator. Moving along with the comparisons, this is a Lego baryonyx, and of course, as you all know, the Lego baryonyx will have the sickle claw on its feet, so that's kind of weird. But anyway, so still comparing it with this Irritator, you can see that the Irritator is just a little bit smaller than that of the baryonyx. There is actually also a difference on the number of studs as well. So anyway, so let's proceed with the next comparison. This is the custom Suchomimus that I made. This is actually based off from the Jurassic World Evolutions Suchomimus. It is also the same Suchomimus that is in the Jurassic World website. Of course, the Suchomimus will definitely be larger than that of the baryonyx. So the size comparisons between the baryonyx, the Suchomimus is definitely significant compared to that of this Irritator. Looking at it from the top, the Suchomimus is bulkier than that of the Irritator. So I have several other Spinosaurus already, but I wanted to compare it with this Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. So since Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3 is really big, there is no such comparison in terms of size and also height and length with that of this monstrous creation. So I very much like how they both have sails on it, but definitely the sail on the Spinosaurus is much more taller than that of the baryonyx, or the Irritator. Comparing it with the 2020 Spinosaurus, you can see that the length of this Spinosaurus is much longer than that of the Irritator. The sail is much more different than that of the Spinosaurus as well. Okay, so although the Spinosaurus 2020 is a little bit shorter than that of the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3, the height is definitely still taller than that of the Irritator. So I like how they are actually comparing both. So both have long tails, however, the Spinosaurus has the longest tail of all. Actually, longest tail from all of my custom theropods. That's about it for the size comparisons. Let's line them up for a roll call. But first, these customs are actually available in the Extinct Breeds playlist, so do check it out after watching the Irritator video. So let us have a roll call. Let's start with the Baryonyx, Suchomimus, Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus, 2020 Spinosaurus, Irritator, and of course, EB here. Okay, so that's about it for the size comparisons. Let us now move on to the next portion of this video. This is the last looks on the Irritator. The name Irritator actually refers to the feeling of paleontologists upon seeing the altered, damaged skull of this dinosaur. It lived in the early Cretaceous period around 110 million years ago and is part of the Spinosauridae family. It measures around 26 feet in length, weighed 3.97 tons, and with a height of 9 feet. Oh no, the Irritator is not being happy on its cage. Maybe we should try transfer it to another enclosure. And that's about it for the video on the Irritator. I hope you guys like it. Now it's time for us to announce the Get This PC contest winners. But first, we have 10 lucky picks, and here they are. Flame Siren, Creeper Mandan 09, AJ Magno, Manuel Aurelio Cuesta, Supreme G, The Almighty Ultimosaurus, Passive Spec Hogger, Grumpy Soap Studio, or Rex Plays, and the Jurassic World Gang. Congratulations everyone, and now for top 10 winners!
Top 10.
Victor Gabriel,
Top
Tivo
9.
Barachi,
Top 8.
Breno Breno,
Top
Bizarre
7.
Mars,
Top 6.
Let's Get Groovy,
Top 5.
Anora Tapa,
Top 4.
Kill John Brenner Amistoso,
Top 3.
Alfie Pickering,
Top 2.
Dinosaur Awesome 344, and
Top
Cyber 10. Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you on the next Guess This PC contest. Also, our babies Moira and Asher has their own vlog now. The Adventures of Moira and Asher. Please watch their videos and subscribe to their channels. Subscribe to their channels as well. Thanks everyone. Please also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and here in YouTube. And as we always would say, let your inner dino break roar!